Feels good to execute some long overdue showcase justice. Now, I'd like to switch gears, indulge myself a little, and use this technology to go up against 3 WWE legends that I've dreamed of competing against in a WWE ring. First up is a trip to the land of the extreme, ECW. When I first made it to WWE, I started on their ECW brand, but I always wondered how I'd do in the original ECW. Who would I face, you ask? Who is CM Punk's dream ECW opponent? And you know me, I aim high. And if I went to ECW and didn't call out the king of the deathmatch, the hardcore icon, if I didn't call out Cactus Jack to show me what extreme truly means, then what am I even doing here? The most violent of Mick Foley's alter egos, Cactus Jack tormented foes in the United States, Puerto Rico, Japan, basically anywhere that had glass, barbed wire, and fire was a place he wanted to compete. But I'd want my match to be at Hardcore Heaven 1994, a show made famous when the fans threw so many chairs into the ring it covered both Cactus and Terry Funk as well.
Please do not throw chairs into the ring! Stop the chairs!
Cactus Jack was a master of the Falls Count Anywhere match. It allowed him to be at his very best, and that is exactly what I want here. Whether you take me into battle or side with Cactus, you need to know that you're going to be in for a fight. But proving yourself against CM Punk is just as valuable as proving yourself as CM Punk, so you win either way. And I get to live out my dream no matter what.
CM Punk is here, and he is ready to return to the extreme.
Falls Count Anywhere in the ECW arena against Cactus Jack. I have a feeling that extreme will only be scratching the surface during this match.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
Taking nothing away from Punk, an ECW World Champion in his own right. Is he truly ready for tonight? Because the ECW that CM Punk was a part of and the ECW that Cactus Jack was a part of are two completely different breeds.
Very true, but Punk has always embodied the heart and soul of ECW, no matter what era. And we know he's got a big enough chip on his shoulder to want to prove that at any cost tonight.
What we should really worry about is what Cactus Jack plans to do to Punk's heart and soul tonight. Because if Cactus has his way, it won't be pretty, and it won't be for the faint of heart. CM Punk ready to go to battle, ready to stand toe-to-toe with ECW's infamous Cactus Jack. A disturbed, violent man with his sights set on CM Punk.
From Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, weighing in at 287 pounds, Cactus Jack!
Whether it's in Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, Tokyo, Japan, or Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Cactus Jack is revered as the most sacred of all hardcore icons around the world. And with the Falls Count Anywhere stipulation tonight, he might just drag CM Punk all the way around the globe during this match. Two men who have no problem making a show of force to get their message across.
And there is no better stipulation in no better venue to make such a show of force than a Falls Count Anywhere match in the ECW arena.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have no idea what we're going to see in this match. I just know that if either man has their way, we'll be seeing someone standing tall over a bloody foe. Well, don't be so sure the winner won't be a bloody mess, too. Cactus Jack may be violence personified, but CM Punk didn't become the best in the world by shying away from getting his hands dirty when the situation calls for it. And in Falls Count Anywhere, you best believe the situation definitely calls for it.
Oh, kick connects. Using the elbow as a weapon. Bang! Crucial counter there.
A string of counters.
Move! He could get dropped here.
Spiked. You hit a move like that, you're not just trying to win, you're trying to keep your opponent down indefinitely. Counters and counters. Each superstar looking dialed in. Hoisted up, double underhook. Weaves out, and a clothesline counter. Fans have long awaited this showdown, as Punk and Jack's paths have never quite crossed.
Indeed, Corey. Around the time Cactus Jack was winding down his full-time career, CM Punk's career was just beginning. While Cactus did have a brief in-ring return as Mick Foley in 2006, it ended a few months before CM Punk's debut.
And in both of those cases, Father Time had a hand in determining who would be the better competitor. Tonight, we're getting both men in their prime, and I cannot wait to see the destruction that ensues.
And Cactus Jack is just so unpredictable. When you're in the ring with him, you never quite know what he's going to throw at you.
Well, I'd usually counter that you can't let Cactus get the chance to unleash his particular brand of insanity on you, but that's not a realistic possibility here. Punk just needs to do what he can to keep on Cactus and be even more unpredictable, if he can. Relentless violence is Cactus Jack's stock and trade, but it needs to be CM Punk's as well here. Some intimidation tactics from CM Punk. Fireball to the face!
Cover. Is it enough? Kick out just in time.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. He's still very much in this.
Ooh, and he stops that offense.
Oh my gosh!
It really looks like nothing can contain this fight. Oh no, I can't imagine what's going to happen next.
I can't wait to find out.
Oh man.
Pile driver!
Spiked him. Cactus Jack has nothing but mayhem in mind for his opponent.
Struck with a calf kick.
Look at the velocity into the table. Ooh, using the table to cause some serious damage. Ow!
Setting up the table. Hopefully he's thought this through. CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there. He's locked in the Anaconda vice grip.
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it. Not looking good in this position. Lift it up. What's next?
Good God! dangerous intentions on the mind of the madman, Cactus Jack.
Driven into the ground with that bulldog.
Everything he can do to create space here. What happens next is anyone's guess. I can't wait to see.
Just fighting it out on the arena stage. A lot can go wrong up there.
And now it's back to the ring for Punk.
Hard-hitting calf kick finds its mark.
And now he's going to the top rope.
Blast off!
Using all their body weight.
And right away, he's
First up top. Diving knee drop. Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck pace.
Arm trapped. Just unloading knees to the body. From the top rope.
CM Punk with the elbow. CM Punk definitely added a little oomph there. Cactus Jack might not even know where he is right now.
Sent into the corner.
Punk now just waving away on his opponent and dragging them up on the turnbuckles. This will not be pretty. As CM Punk goes. The plunge.
Cactus with a cause for alarm.
Into the pin. 2. Good Lord. CM Punk just defeated Cactus Jack in the ECW arena.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
What a violent match this was. CM Punk has to be feeling some kind of catharsis, making it through this and, most importantly, making it through Cactus Jack.
Well, Punk may have won the battle, but the thing about a sadist like Cactus Jack is that he has no problem soldiering on with the war.
Yeah, CM Punk and Cactus Jack just went through hell here. But we know for a fact that's where Cactus Jack feels most comfortable. Win or lose, Punk deserves to celebrate. But he should also watch his back from now on.
Oh man, that was wild. The results don't even matter when you're in the ring facing legends and matches you never thought possible. A win, a loss, come on. It's about the moment here, and what a moment that was. Now that I got my ECW experience taken care of, I have my sights set on a man that many consider my dream opponent. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Despite our glaring differences, there's a lot of similarities between us. Give us a microphone and watch us captivate the audience.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
We do not back down from anybody, always ready to fight. Talking trash on an Attitude Era Raw against a prime Rattlesnake simply wasn't in the cards for my career, but at least with slingshot technology, I can make this match happen. All the respect in the world to Steve and every single achievement in his career, but trust that I'm going to bring the fight to him in a no-holds-barred match the second the bell rings. Austin wants to brawl all over the place? He wants weapons? Sounds good to me. Hell, I'm all for it after that fight with Cactus Jack. I've even got a special place in mind. A special arena in Chicago where we can have this all take place. Are you gonna back me up and try to take down Stone Cold? Or do you think Steve Austin has my number? No matter what you choose, I'm gonna do my best to take the head off the snake.
Son, you're looking at the best there is.
The best in the world, CM Punk.
Ready to try his hand at clobbering a rattlesnake.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk.
CM Punk has been in many epic battles, fought some of the all-time greats, but he's never faced a challenge like the Texas Rattlesnake.
But that's exactly what Punk came here for. He's not looking for a night off. Punk wants to test himself against a man who he thinks is one of the best to ever put on a pair of boots. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, but we'll see how Punk feels when those boots are stomping a mud hole in his chest.
CM Punk looks ready for this. I might even go so far as to say excited.
Well, it's not every day you get to tangle with a legend. Punk's dreamed of this chance to stare down Steve Austin. The Texas Rattlesnake is here, looking to hunt down CM Punk.
From Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin!
Steve Austin looks ready for a fight.
And he looks even more ready to teach CM Punk a lesson.
CM Punk wanted this. He wanted his shot against Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Well, you get what you ask for, Punk. A tall, cold can of whoop ass is about to be opened up in that ring. Stone Cold Steve Austin and CM Punk are two of the most defiant, anti-authority, rebellious, irritable men we've ever had the pleasure of watching in the ring. But tonight, we find out who is the toughest SOB of them all.
Yeah, a lot of common ground between these two. Surely a lot of mutual respect and admiration, but Austin and Punk couldn't help but ask themselves, who's the better man? Bell to bell.
And now we get the privilege of watching them work out the answer here in the ring in what promises to be a chaotic, no-holds-barred match.
When chatting with CM Punk, Stone Cold Steve Austin said there's no quote-unquote time shift that Punk can take to put himself back in the Attitude Era. But right now, he's facing perhaps the best of that era, and Austin is in the best shape of his life for this battle.
I question Stone Cold's usage of the time travel terminology, but there's no denying that he knows how to brawl, how to fight with attitude. If Punk can overcome Austin in a no-holds-barred scenario, there will be no doubt that Punk can rule over any era.
Hope it ended early. Only a 2 count.
Not a good sign to almost be put away this early.
Punk sidesteps out of that.
Over a decade ago, these two men sat together for a very intense confrontation. During that interview, CM Punk claimed he would have thrived during Steve Austin's era, just as he did today.
Punk also claimed that there were more sharks in the water during the Attitude Era than during Punk's heyday. Now, I take some umbrage to that since I was in the water during that era, but I get where Punk is coming from. Punk is a man who rises to the level of the competition. He's risen to it when facing the likes of John Cena and The Rock, and he can do so when facing another Mount Rushmore talent like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Two-man fighting right now that could not be any different when it comes to their backgrounds. Punk has often been a straight-edge antagonist. Austin is forever known as a beer-swilling hero.
Yeah, these two would probably never hit the town together after a match, but there are so many other elements of their personalities that completely align. Both Punk and Austin are steadfast in their beliefs. They both love to fight more than anything and stand tall as icons of their respective eras.
It's almost like if they weren't so stubborn, they'd make the perfect tag team.
And that'll put an abrupt end to his little one-man show. Brutal forearm.
Ducks out of harm's way. Caught flat with the roundhouse.
Something we've discussed before is that Punk represents the best of the modern era, and Austin the best of the Attitude Era. Both men have proven they
Back and forth we go. Boom. Blow after blow. Test of endurance at this point. Oof.
Toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavy bags.
But now with a quick duck under and a urinal, he converts it into the Anaconda Vine.
a couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it. Differing in-ring styles from these two men. Punk is methodical with his strikes and submissions, while Austin prefers to brawl as soon as the bell rings. That seemingly favors the rattlesnake, doesn't it?
Look, nobody's going to bet against Austin in a no-holds-barred match. You think a man with an extensive MMA background like Punk doesn't know a few illegal moves that are normally grounds for disqualification? Well, tonight he's got them in his back pocket to snare an unsuspecting rattlesnake.
Forearm just raking across the face. Fights back against Stone Cold. Roll up here. Kicks out. He still has life. How? When asked about the locker room of Punk's prime, Steve Austin was a bit dismissive, saying he'd only need 1 or 2 moves to beat him. As to the top talent like Punk and John Cena, it would take, quote, 3 or 4.
Well, I'm sure Austin meant to include me in the latter group, but all that aside, the rattlesnake is veering into overconfidence with a comment like that. Could a legend like Austin beat most competitors handily? Yes. But to think he's also an echelon above first ballot Hall of Famers like Punk and Cena is a surefire way to be caught by surprise and suffer an embarrassing loss.
CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
Go to sleep!
Will that keep the rattlesnake down?
2 count. A kick out. I don't believe it.
Unbelievable tenacity on display from Stone Cold. Austin simply refuses to quit.
And Punk might have just swung for the fences, but it wasn't good enough.
Hammerlock position.
Oh, a blindside clothesline.
When asked about facing CM Punk, Austin claimed that he would push and prod to get the best out of Punk, to give Punk an even bigger mean streak than ever. Covering their opponent for the win. Kicking out in time.
A long 2.5 in the waning moments of this match.
Ooh, and fights back. Austin doing what he can to halter the beatdown.
He is absolutely back in this fight.
What's he got planned here? No telling what's underneath the ring tonight.
I have no idea why there was a shovel under there, but I do know what they intend to do with it. And he finds a way to elude that attack.
Driven down with a sidewalk slam.
CM Punk has to turn this around. In a no-holds-barred scenario like this, things can quickly spiral for him.
Stone Cold in the line of fire.
Pile driver!
Spiked him.
Watch out, tossing those steel steps like they're nothing. Digging the steel steps right into them. Disgusting. Watch out, tossing those steel steps like they're nothing.
Repeated hits like that are going to add up very quick. Plenty of damage being dealt here. This is beyond personal now. This is about putting the competition out of action.
I expected this match to be hellacious, but Punk and Austin are truly outdoing themselves.
Yeah, this is a level of intensity we do not often get to see.
Boom! Stunner on the jaw.
Stealing a page straight from his opponent's playbook there.
And he tosses it back in now. And what's he looking for here?
Stumbling to his feet. He might just be rising to meet his end here.
Incredible springboard right there. CM Punk with full control. There's the...
Swinging the elbow to halt the offense.
Quick exchange. Reverse. CM Punk completely dominant. And this will end things. Go to sleep. Is it enough for Punk?
Covers, wasting no time.
This could be... It's all over. CM Punk has beaten Steve Austin.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
CM Punk, the best in the world, has stopped the Texas Rattlesnake.
But Austin did not go quietly. This was a no-holds-barred battle to remember. An iconic throwdown between two unruly troublemakers.
And we loved every second of it. Congratulations to CM Punk.
I have one last personal dream match that I'd like to make happen. And since I'm the one controlling the fancy fantasy time travel computer today, it's exactly what we're gonna do. He dominated the cruiserweight scene in WCW, then joined WWE, where he captured European, Intercontinental, and Tag Team Championships in short order. Eddie Guerrero was pure magic in the ring. And while I was still on the indie circuit, I watched Eddie return to WWE using his Latino heat to do the unthinkable. Capture the WWE Championship.
Eddie to the top rope. Frog splash! Frog splash!
Lying, cheating, and stealing his way to the top was the only way Eddie knew how to get things done, and the fans loved him for it. I always hoped that when the day came that I signed with WWE, I'd have the opportunity to perform with Eddie once again. But for now, I'll let Slingshot Tech make the impossible possible. Just like my matches against Cactus Jack and Stone Cold, who you choose is on you. No matter who you choose and no matter what happens in the ring, we're still cool. and Eddie Guerrero will forever be loved and missed. Viva la raza, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a match many thought we would never see. Eddie Guerrero versus CM Punk.
Just listen to this ovation for the Second City Saint.
CM Punk just soaking it in, feeding off his hometown crowd.
This is what Eddie knew he was walking into tonight. The loudest, most passionate ovation you may hear all year.
Yeah, Cole, but Eddie also knows you don't wrestle a crowd. Punk may be feeling invincible right now, but once that bell rings, it's just him and Eddie.
And when you face Eddie Guerrero, things get very real very fast.
This is an emotional matchup for CM Punk. And you better believe Eddie knows that already. These two briefly crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of respect between the two of them right now, but once the bell rings, I expect that to all go out the window.
Latino Heat!
From El Paso, Texas, weighing in at 228 pounds, Eddie Guerrero.
Just look at that smirk on Eddie's face. He's eating this up, not being intimidated by all the noise, not being intimidated by Punk.
Eddie can match Punk with his technical ability, he can match him with his mental game, and he can match him on pure fighting spirit. And once upon a time, when they met in the ring before WWE, Eddie had the experience. You have to wonder if Eddie can exploit that and make Punk once again feel like a rookie.
You have to think that Eddie would love nothing more than to take the win from Punk here in front of his home crowd.
Yeah, Cole, but whenever CM Punk is in Chicago, he fights like a man absolutely possessed.
CM Punk squaring off against Eddie Guerrero. And just listen to this crowd here in Chicago.
They are feeling the heat indeed. The ring psychology we're about to witness from these two is something that will be studied for years.
Two men who met decades ago before either one reached their heights, but now Punk and Eddie are so evenly matched. This already might be a match of the...
Here we go. Bang. Taking steps toward the top rope.
From above!
Clearly lost in the moment.
From the sky!
Cross body from the top.
Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact.
Two men that are the epitome of resilience. Punk and Eddie always fight with everything until that final bell.
This is going to be as much a psychological match as it is a physical one. I'm sure Eddie is looking to lie, cheat, and steal his way to victory here. But I can guarantee that Punk can plan for that. CM Punk, Eddie Guerrero, two of the best to ever do it in that ring. They've crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Indeed, Cole. These two men engaged in multiple battles on the independent circuit during Eddie's brief time away from WWE when Punk was still an in-ring rookie.
Makes the cover. He gets the shoulder up in two.
He's still in the fight, but for how much longer?
And just like that, avoiding surefire disaster. Trying to get back to his feet with no clue of what's waiting for him.
Taking off from the ropes.
He's got him where he wants it.
Check out the springboard.
Clothesline.
CM Punk looking to show off his power game now. Butterfly backbreaker.
CM Punk and Eddie Guerrero had a few matches with one another in 2002, which was less than 5 years removed from Punk's in-ring debut, only 3 years from when he decided to pursue professional wrestling full-time.
Even that early in his career, CM Punk was known as an indie darling, a pro wrestling wunderkid. But Punk has said that being in the ring with Eddie back then made him realize that he had a lot left to learn. It would be 4 years after their initial encounters that Punk would finally make his way to WWE.
True to his in-ring form, it shows Punk's a diligent planner when it comes to in-ring competition. He could have rushed his way into WWE and challenged Eddie again, but who knows how Punk would have performed with less time learning his craft. Now, he's the best in the world, and he's ready to show Latino Heat everything he's got. I know CM Punk, and the man was always confident that he'd reach the mountaintop in WWE. But starting his career, guys his size weren't considered main event talent.
Seeing a guy like Eddie Guerrero, who once competed as a cruiserweight, take on and topple giants of this industry and win top titles in the biggest main events, well, that had to inspire Punk.
It definitely does, Wade, but don't think for a second that the respect Punk has for Eddie breaking those barriers will keep the best in the world from giving everything he has to defeat Latino Heat.
And the momentum is shifting away from Eddie.
Punk proving he's seen this movie before, and Eddie can't find an opening here. Beautiful side Russian leg sweep. CM Punk has an in-ring IQ that's second to none, but I wonder if even he can plan for a man who immortalized the phrase lie, cheat, and steal.
Corey, let's not discount that Punk has shown he can be underhanded as well. But something we know about Eddie...
Is it enough? Is this the end? There's two. No, Eddie Guerrero says not yet.
Color me impressed. I have no idea how he managed to kick out at this point.
Brainbuster. Flying possum. Shoulders down. Eddie fights it off.
Good Lord, scarily close to 3.
Clothesline.
Outside of WWE, Punk and Eddie have had a handful of matches. But when it comes to singles bouts, the record between these men is tied at 1 win apiece, with a time limit draw as well.
You cannot ask for a more even rivalry than that, Michael Cole. Each man...
Look at the height. Knees up. Got the knees up just in time.
His athleticism is off the charts. Back and forth, trading reversals.
Answer after answer for each other's offense here.
Hooked him up. High angle belly-to-back suplex.
Punk's knee to the face.
Short-arm clothesline connects. Down with the suplex. Yet another targeted attack to the torso there.
And an elbow. Turns it around.
Leaning against the turnbuckle now.
Textbook scoop slam.
He's looking to go high risk from the top rope.
Flying.
He lands hard.
Now trampling the opposition.
Oh, my!
Oh, the reversal by Eddie Guerrero.
Look at him stumbling back up. Might have double vision. Springboard, but calls powerbomb. Punk looking to impose his will on his opponent, and a butterfly backbreaker.
He might just be stalling for time here.
Up and
A perfect Falcon Arrow there.
he's cooking something up.
Pile driver.
Spiked him.
Turns that back on CM Punk.
What a roundhouse. Beautiful.
Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, go to sleep. Is it the finishing touch Punk needs? And Punk clearly ready for a fight.
Look at the height. Frog splash.
Now with the cover.
That's got to be it.
Barely kicks out.
That move has brought him so many victories, but almost brought him defeat just then.
Momentum is really on Punk's side.
Punk is not taking his eyes off Eddie for a second, and it is paying off.
Placed him in the corner here. Wards that off. What a response.
What's it gonna take to end it? It might be this. Go to sleep.
No way Eddie's coming back from that.
Two. Wow, just barely making it out.
You have to be impressed with how much Eddie can endure, how much he's able to still fight on.
CM Punk thought that was enough. We thought that was enough, but somehow it didn't earn the 3 count.
Snapping the neck.
Guerrero's falling victim to the onrush right now.
Punk is determined right now.
Textbook snap suplex.
And the onslaught to his core is continuing.
If he keeps taking...
Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects. And now, an Anaconda Vice locked in.
After everything he's been...
Has to submit. Valiant effort, but couldn't hold on any longer.
Here is your winner,
This has to mean so much more for Punk than just a win. Defeating your idol is something few people ever get to experience.
Let alone in front of your hometown, on your native soil.
You can just tell Punk is being overwhelmed with emotion right now.
Slingshot tech creating matches I only thought could happen in my wildest dreams is pretty awesome. But I see another application that, to this point, has not been attempted. I want to see Slingshot tech show me what could have been, too. One of the questions I get more than anything else is some variant of, what do you think would have happened if you stayed with WWE in 2014? Now we have a perfectly viable tool to at least attempt an answer. Hopefully, Slingshot Tech is up to the task. While I may not know too much about what the future could have held, I do know that Triple H himself, after having sent his corporate goons after me following the Royal Rumble that year, was sizing me up for a matchup at WrestleMania 30. And I do know that if that match actually happened, I would have absolutely humiliated him in front of the world. Now, there's no question in my mind I'd have run right through him. I'd waited years for this chance. After all his tricks during the summer of 2011, bringing in his friends to attack me, using his corporate position to constantly stack the deck against me.
I'm not picking a fight. I'm just saying be careful who you push. Because you know I like to push back.
I was ready to bring it all back to him tenfold. I'd have buried him. But let's see if you can breathe life into my words. WrestleMania 30, CM Punk takes on Triple H. Time to play the game? Well, Hunter, I hope you realize that CM Punk doesn't play.
the COO, the next World Heavyweight Champion, the Cerebral Assassin, the most powerful man in WWE, Triple H, is here.
From Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 255 pounds, the King, Triple H!
CM Punk wanted the game, and CM Punk's got the game. Let this be a lesson. Be careful what you wish for. Triple H is a 13-time world champion. He lives in the spotlight, and CM Punk may be Icarus flying too close to the sun with this challenge.
Ladies and gentlemen, on paper, this should be a mismatch. Look at the names that Triple H has competed against at WrestleMania. The Rock and The Undertaker, Batista and Cena and Brock.
Oh, sir, are you saying that CM Punk has no chance against Triple H tonight because Punk's got a nice list of WrestleMania opponents himself?
Absolutely not. Like I said, on paper, it looks like a mismatch, but you can't judge heart and guts. Love him or hate him, CM Punk has heart and guts in spades. It's brought him this far, and you can bet he plans to have it to propel him straight to the main event of WrestleMania tonight.
Well, in this business, plans change, especially when they're up against those plans that are so expertly crafted by a mastermind, the likes of the Cerebral Assassin, Triple H.
CM Punk may be the voice of the voiceless, but the WWE Universe is making absolutely sure their voices are being heard pretty well right about now.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds,
The cult of personality, CM Punk, prepared for battle against the game, Triple H.
Not to sound like a broken record, but CM Punk has gotten what he wished for. And look at him. He's going to be overwhelmed here. The voice of the voiceless is going to be silenced by the King of Kings. And he'll have no one to blame but himself. What will he say to the voiceless then?
Well, CM Punk's never been at a loss for words, so I doubt he'd start now. The same goes for him being overwhelmed. Punk has always known this is where he belongs since the first time he laced up a pair of wrestling boots.
These are two men who are going to try to tear each other apart.
Tonight, Triple H is not the COO of the WWE. Tonight, he's an ass-kicking machine.
A lot at stake in this match. Whoever wins here will be added to tonight's main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. Facing off against the champion, Randy Orton, and the Royal Rumble winner, Batista. No DQs, no countouts. A lot of bad blood between these two superstars.
Yeah, Triple H has promised that CM Punk will never main event WrestleMania, and that he's simply not what's best for business. Punk's looking to prove Triple H wrong tonight.
Punk's looking to embarrass Triple H tonight as well. And Triple H, he's looking to get rid of the CM Punk problem once and for all. And guys, we spend a lot of time around these two men. They're ingrained in the locker room. They are two men other superstars seek advice from. But they are not two men that should ever be seen in the same room together.
Yeah, get yourself caught in a room with both Triple H and CM Punk, and you can cut the tension with a knife.
It boils down to trust, gentlemen. Hunter doesn't trust Punk's views on the business, and Punk has the same sentiment for Triple H.
Both of these men considered master technicians in their own right. Triple H, of course, loves to play mind games, loves to get the psychological advantage over his opponent.
Absolutely. So if Punk has any chance of defeating the game tonight, He's going to need to tune all of that out, which is easier said than done, especially when you're facing off against the man who signed your checks.
That gets reversed on CM Punk.
There's a lot to say about these men's thoughts about our business. Who is right or wrong could be a matter of opinion, but I'll admit, most of the WWE Universe certainly sides with CM Punk.
It's because they can relate to him, Wade. Look at Triple H's head. A guy that looks like CM Punk doesn't belong in the ring with someone that looks like the King of Kings.
But look at CM Punk's career. The accolades have shown Triple H to be wrong. CM Punk,
look out! Misses big time. Heading to the top now.
from the top.
Oh, malfunction at the junction.
Into a neck breaker. And CM Punk, with an incredible opportunity tonight, has been wrestling since the age.
Let me stop you there, Cole. What about the opportunity for Triple H? So much is made of
Taking flight. Wow, cross body.
And an inverted atomic drop.
And taking it to the game. Punk doing something a lot of people in that locker room want to do. Getting raided with a succession of strikes. Every strike more devastating than the last.
Oh, she has bad intentions now. Removing the turnbuckle pad. Stops that offense from connecting.
He's able to dodge that one in time.
Hellacious power slam.
Oh, elbow drop right on target.
Face first. Setting up.
It's locked in, the Koji clutch.
And is trying to escape, and yes, the hold is broken.
Spinebuster.
Classic Triple H offense getting the job done against Punk there. No, pin attempt here.
Gets the shoulder up.
And I'm not sure how many more of those kickouts he'll have left in him soon enough.
Catches the kick.
The scenes of this battle go back to CM Punk's frustrations with the company. Watch out! Splash! And the confidence in Punk is growing. He can feel Triple H fading.
CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi.
And the ropes will break the hold.
He certainly wanted to keep that submission on longer.
Floor over snap suplex. Turns that in his favor.
Mounting their downed opponent and firing off a series of blows. And a stomp to the gut. He's in a bad place. This is where it could all end for him.
Break the button.
Haymaker after haymaker.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this. Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up.
Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two.
You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe. The willpower, the sheer guts of these two.
Both absolutely dripping. Oh, looks like we got ourselves a hockey fight. Ending this test of wills with a big exclamation point.
Taking this fight back into the ring.
Running knee.
Going blow for blow, each one getting stiffer.
Neither competitor is backing down.
And this match is swiftly turning into a knockdown, drag-out affair.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up.
Fatigue more than setting in, but these superstars are refusing to let up. And this crowd is loving every second of it. Getting sent to the turnbuckle. CM Punk really trying to up the ante at this point as he climbs the turnbuckles and drags his opponent up there too. Arms hooked up. Oh, God.
The plunge! There is no coming back from that.
And now going for the victory.
Is this it? Punk did it! Punk's going to the main event of WrestleMania.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
And with this win, CM Punk has punched his ticket to the main event of WrestleMania. Later tonight, vying for the World Heavyweight Championship against Randy Orton and Batista.
Punk can celebrate now, but the worst is yet to come. Main eventing isn't the goal. Winning the main event is.
The best thing about defeating Triple H at WrestleMania 30 is the spot it granted me in its main event later that night, a full 11 years before I'd actually see that dream fulfilled. The worst part? I'd be entering battle at less than 100% against Randy Orton and Batista. Great. Batista had won the 2014 Royal Rumble, locking him into a match with WWE World Heavyweight Champion and my old pal, the Viper himself, Randy Orton. But my match with Triple H came with that added stipulation where the winner would join the match and make it a triple threat. This time, though, I'm going to let you choose who you want to control. Would Randy Orton have walked out of his matchup still on top? Would Batista unleash the animal within for another dominant victory? Or would that kid from Chicago shock the world and win 2 matches at WrestleMania against 3 of WWE's most dominant and imposing figures? I don't know for sure what will happen, but I do know what I'd like to see. Well, what is it that you want to see when CM Punk takes on Randy Orton and Batista in the main event of WrestleMania 30?
The following contest is a triple threat match and is for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
The Apex Predator, the WWE World Heavyweight Champions, Randy Orton.
Introducing the champion from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 245 pounds. He is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Orton has been at the absolute top of his game lately, but even that might not be enough in a triple threat match against Batista and CM Punk.
But a wounded CM Punk who has already competed tonight. Still, that's a lot of variables on the grandest stage of them all for a champion trying to keep a hold of his title.
I'm sure Orton has no intention of losing tonight. A menacing look on the face of the Viper, Randy Orton. The winner of the 2014 Royal Rumble, Batista.
And introducing the challenger from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 290 pounds, the Animal, Batista!
Batista fought hard to earn this opportunity to get his shot at the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
But I'm sure he'd much rather this match have remained one-on-one. The presence of CM Punk is sure to complicate things for the animal.
In Batista's mind, a worn-down CM Punk might not count as much of a legitimate threat.
You can see the savagery bubbling beneath the surface inside Batista. This man is ready to go.
Orton is a man Batista knows very well, going back to when they ran together in Evolution. CM Punk, meanwhile, is the X Factor.
You've got to be ready for anything here in WWE, and WrestleMania is no exception.
A man who had to battle his way into this main event against Triple H earlier tonight. The Second City Saint, CM Punk.
And introducing the challenger from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk.
You have to admire the guts of CM Punk to take on this challenge and keep putting one foot in front of the other, heading towards that ring.
I'm surprised we're not admiring the guts of CM Punk because they are hanging out of his body after that match against Triple H. This has been a long, hard night for CM Punk already.
And it doesn't get any easier with Batista and Randy Orton standing in his way. Beating Triple H was WrestleMania Miracle #1. For CM Punk to take home the title tonight, he'll need a second miracle.
And a little help from the WWE Universe to cheer him on in the meantime. Time to play spoiler, CM Punk.
This isn't what Batista or Orton wanted. They were hoping this title match would be an Evolution reunion. Instead, CM Punk is playing spoiler in this triple threat.
And that's exactly why this WrestleMania crowd is on the edge of their seats. We expect the unexpected, but no one thought CM Punk would make it all the way here tonight.
Now Punk just has to finish the job. But Orton and Batista stand in his way with championship ambitions of their own. You know, Batista and Orton were complaining for a couple of weeks that this match was going to be a triple threat, that they were really promised a one-on-one match.
Not only that, Michael Cole, we have been robbed of an Evolution WrestleMania main event.
Oh, brother, what a pity.
Truly, Cole, CM Punk has ruined what could have been three titans waging war over the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Into the ring again now. Is it possible that Batista could just power through both Punk and Orton with his raw animal strength?
It's certainly possible, but I don't like it as a strategy. Blind Rage isn't going to get Batista what he wants, not with a calculating superstar like CM Punk in the ring. Batista has to play smart in this one.
With an uppercut. No countouts, no disqualifications, triple threat rules. CM Punk in his first WrestleMania main event. A dream come true.
CM Punk has totally defied the odds as far as his accomplishments here in WWE. If he can beat all of Evolution in one night, it'll add extra credence to being called the best in the world.
Just wailing it away with that weapon like there's no tomorrow. This is getting damn dangerous. And after what CM Punk had to fight through earlier tonight, he can't possibly be in the best shape for this triple threat. Orton and Batista were fully aware of that fact.
Absolutely. Trust me, they watched Punk's match earlier. They know everything that is hurting on CM Punk right now. There is blood in the water.
You're talking about the heart of the Second City Saint, though. The chance to become the champion outweighs any lingering pain.
Now that is going to leave some serious words.
Watch the quickness on this. Whipped over in a snap suplex.
And he throws the opposition back into the ring.
Neck breaker. The animal on the receiving end.
CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there. He's locked in the Anaconda Vice grip.
Fighting the hold might only cost him more. A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
Orton is firing up, no doubt about it.
Randy Orton may be one of the most malicious, one of the most vicious superstars we've ever seen in WWE. There's no absence of malice at all from this man.
All facts that CM Punk knows all too well.
Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here.
Boom! GTS.
Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
Nails the GTS.
We might see a new champion crown.
Swinging that damn steel chair without a care in the world.
Repeated hits like that are gonna happen very quick. Plenty of damage being dealt here.
Thinking of going high risk here.
Perched up top. Whoa, look out.
A true sight to behold, only made better by
Sky high. Through the air. It connects.
There was no sense in that. It was all adrenaline.
Connecting with the Falcon Arrow.
CM Punk knows what's at stake here more than anything.
Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects. And now, an Anaconda Vice locked in.
This is...
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
The steel chair. Never as innocent as it looks.
Ripped straight into the ring post. Never wanted this triple threat match. Now making CM Punk suffer for it.
Using the chair with no caution at all. This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object. Big leg drop.
The animal as fired up as he'll ever be. All right, he's got to refocus up now. He gets back into the ring.
Hey, he may be brash, but at least he's owning it.
Oh, he slammed his face right into the barricade. Bad position for Punk. Uh-oh. Ooh, avoided the attack with a nasty chop block.
Uh-oh, Cole, I think we know what the Viper's doing.
Yeah, Randy Orton was in position.
DDT. Getting out of harm's way. Taking this to the floor.
Not sure what ran.
CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
Down with a GTS.
Could that be enough to gain the title?
Oh, and he manages to reverse.
Oh,
No shoulders down. CM Punk might have him. No, he gets the shoulder.
now is not the time to...
Shoulders down. This could be it. Stopping the pin.
Timely intervention.
Did the champ just finish the job?
What's it gonna take to end it? It might be this. Go to sleep. This may be the challenger's moment. Into the cover.
2 count. And Orton gets countered there. Batista. Oh no, a referee falling prey to the chaos in the ring. and yes, able to slip out of the hold.
I can see up to the rafters, and there's not a single person sitting down.
What an environment this is. All eyes are glued on this battle.
He might have him.
Almost ended it there.
How this match is still going on defies all reasoning.
Oh, the knee directly to the face.
Randy might be defeated here. Strong kick out at 2 from the champion.
After everything we've seen tonight, he must be using the reserve tanks at this point.
Showing Punk the door here.
What's he open to find down there?
And now that he's got that steel chair, watch out.
Into the barricade. Under the ropes and back into the ring.
On a well-placed calf kick there.
Calf kick on the money. He wants this fight on the outside.
Hoisted up high here.
Opponent lifted up. Jaw, meet me.
Oh, GTS.
Are we about to see a title change here?
2.
He's done it. CM Punk with a major upset here against Orton and Batista.
WWE World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk.
The Second City Saint is marching on Bourbon Street.
I'll say, Punk started his night by beating Triple H and has now ended it with a triumphant victory over Randy Orton and Batista. The road to the title does not get much harder than that.
Closing out WrestleMania 30 by appearing in my first ever WrestleMania main event? It's a hell of a start to this alternative timeline. In a world as absolutely chaotic as WWE, calling future shots is nearly impossible. You could win Money in the Bank, you call your shot for a match down the line, and then get taken out by injury. Your best friend might turn on you right as you're about to claim tag team gold. The best laid plans, at least in WWE, often go astray. But in 2015, something swept through WWE that I know would have piqued my interest. After capturing the United States Championship from Rusev at WrestleMania 31, John Cena would hold the US Open Challenge each week on Raw. Names like Sami Zayn, Big E, Rusev, Cody Rhodes, and Seth Rollins all answered the call and gave it their best shot. With the history shared between myself and John, you're nuts if you think I wouldn't have accepted that challenge. I'd have waited a couple months, maybe with a slight hope that Cena would start to feel the fatigue that comes with weekly title defenses. But once summer hit, that's when I'd start getting ready. Like, say, July 27th, 2015, when the music for John Cena's opponent hits. What if that night? What if CM Punk walked through that curtain? Would I take another championship from a shell-shocked Cena? Or would my name join the rest of those who failed to take him down? It's up to you, really. Can John Cena turn back another challenge? Or will CM Punk be crowned the new United States champion? Create the moment that you want to last forever.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE United States Championship.
Week after week, John Cena has stood in that ring and defended his U.S. title against anyone brave enough to answer him.
From cocky young upstarts wanting their shot at the crown to the most grizzled veterans, John Cena has taken them all on and put them all down. You have to admire Cena for continuing this open challenge. He's elevated the US title by putting it on the line every Monday night.
And the way Cena has been able to adapt to whoever answers his call has also been so impressive to watch.
Let's not sugarcoat it, guys. Cena's ego is a big part of this open challenge. This is about pride, and sooner or later, someone's going to come snap him out of it.
It is a bit of a double-edged sword. Defending the title against some of the best has to be taking its toll on him.
You gotta be kidding me! CM Punk answering Cena's open challenge.
The roof has come off of this building. Cena looks like he's seen a ghost.
CM Punk is coming for the United States title.
CM Punk, a man that perhaps knows John Cena better than anyone else in the entire WWE.
Cena's open challenge elevating the United States Championship, but let's not forget that Punk has set the standard for what it means to be the best in the world. He takes every opportunity he can to prove it.
And that is what's so fascinating about this. Punk just doesn't want to beat Cena. He wants to remind everyone that when you mention the great champions, his name comes first.
If anyone can match John Cena's fighting spirit, it might just be CM Punk.
Yeah, Punk isn't walking into this one blind either. He's faced Cena and beaten him on some of the biggest stages possible already.
And there's some added motivation for Punk here, guys. He is dead set on adding that title to his resume.
Introducing the challenger from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk. And his opponent from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, the WWE United States Champion, John Cena!
Cena defending the title against anyone, anytime, and tonight, it's CM Punk's time.
Week after week, Cena's US Open Challenge has been can't miss TV, but tonight is the biggest defense yet. CM Punk attempting to win his very first US title. It's really the only major title he's never held.
But with that in mind, it really does feel like there's even more on the line here than just the US title. The anti-authority versus the face of WWE. This is a clash of epic proportions.
Yeah, and I think Punk's trying to send a message to everyone here tonight. If he doesn't get what he deserves, he'll simply take it.
his pin attempt by the champion.
Cena retains.
Here is your winner, and still the United States Champion, John Cena!
What an absolutely incredible match. John Cena is looking absolutely unstoppable right now as United States Champion.
I have a feeling Punk isn't going to let this one go easily. Well, credit where it's due to Cena, but this loss might have just created a monster of Punk.
Closing out WrestleMania 30 by appearing in my first ever WrestleMania main event.
Cena defending the title against anyone.
Week after week, Cena's US Open Challenge has been can't miss TV. But tonight is the biggest defense yet. CM Punk attempting to win his very first US title. It's really the only major title he's never held.
But with that in mind, it really does feel like there's even more on the line here than just the U.S. title. The anti-authority versus the face of WWE. This is a clash of epic proportions.
Yeah, and I think Punk's trying to send a message to everyone here tonight. If he doesn't get what he deserves, he'll simply take it.
Setting them up in the corner.
Into the short clothesline, and Punk is on a roll.
The John Cena U.S. Open Challenge has already given so many opportunities to up-and-coming talent in WWE. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, even Bad News Barrett.
All great competitors, no doubt, but none of those talents are on the level of CM Punk.
I'm right here, guys.
Cena has to be feeling pretty confident with the champion's advantage on his side here.
Yeah, but you better believe that's only going to add fuel to the fire for Punk. This isn't just about what the U.S. title would mean to him. This is about dismantling Cena and proving once again that he's a better competitor than the franchise.
Oh, he had that scouted. John Cena managing to get some control back now.
Yeah, he had enough and fought back.
And backbreaker. I'm just going to ask this. Why has it taken CM Punk so long to answer the US Open Challenge?
Taking flight.
Oh, a soul-crushing splash.
Someone knows that if they want to hold gold at the end of the night, they have to pull out all the stops.
Lands the elbow. An uninterrupted surge against Cena here.
Punk's technical prowess is proving hard to handle for Cena here.
Hoisted up and driven down with Emerald Flosion.
Devastating elbow strike.
Strong counter from Punk.
John Cena's been holding open challenges for nearly 4 months. Week in and week out, he's told the locker room, if you want some, come get some.
And many have taken some, even if none of those challenges have yet to pry that title from Cena's hands. You've got to think that Cena is not at 100% given the caliber of competition he's requesting each week. I believe CM Punk has the highest odds yet for a competitor who has answered this call. CM Punk looking to show off his power game now. Double underhook backbreaker. Knee right in the moneymaker.
almost 2 decades. And I've never seen a fighting champion quite like John Cena right now.
But you're right, Cole. Granting weekly title shots to mystery opponents is gutsy on a level even the greatest champions in history would shy away from.
And said great champions include CM Punk, who defended his world title at nearly every premium live event during his 434-day reign, with plenty of additional defenses on global television. You have to think part of the reason that Punk is... And Punk now lifting his opponent up. And Punk nails the GTS.
The challenger might have what it takes to win this.
There's 2. Oh, not yet. They just got the shoulder up.
Taking your opponent's best shot and still somehow finding a way.
Uranagi by Punk. He turns it
Into the Anaconda Vice. This one could be out.
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it. Caught that and reversed it.
Twisting that left arm there.
Ooh, eats a big right. Both sides with an answer to every piece of offense. Punk and Cena have to be digging down to their deepest reserves right now.
They look.
Oh, this should be it. Punk with his opponent up.
GTS.
It just got as bad as it could for the champ.
2.
And the new U.S. champion, CM Punk.
Here is your winner, and the new United States Champion,
Gentlemen, I think this is the start of a whole new chapter for CM Punk. He is the new United States Champion.
Punk just outsmarted, outlasted, and outperformed Cena tonight.
Adding another classic encounter with John Cena is always the right call, and answering that U.S. Open challenge is something I know I would have done if I was around for it. I also know exactly what my plan would have been at the start of 2016. Now, as you may recall, it was at the Royal Rumble that year where AJ Styles finally made his WWE debut.
The phenomenal one is here! AJ Styles!
It's one of those moments where it felt like time stood still. Everyone trying to come to grips with the fact that, yes, AJ Styles is now in WWE. His arrival opened the door for a litany of dream matches. And in that time, he's made many of them happen, battling top names brave enough to step up to him. And you better believe that if I was here, I would have walked to the ring that very first Raw after the Royal Rumble, and I would have set down the challenge. CM Punk, AJ Styles, WrestleMania 32. AJ and I have traveled many of the same roads in our respective careers, but unfortunately, they never led us to having a proper one-on-one matchup in WWE. I respect AJ. He's another wrestler that made his name his way.
Since 1998, this man has competed all over the world.
I earned the right to be here in the WWE.
Getting the chance to be his first WrestleMania opponent, it's too good to pass up. As usual, it's up to you. Do you want to prove to be the best, or is being phenomenal more to your speed? They don't want none? Oh, believe me, I want it all.
CM Punk, the best in the world, ready to prove that he truly is the best. Moments away from facing off against the phenomenal AJ Styles on the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania.
From Chicago, Illinois,
battled legends in WrestleMania. He's stolen the show. He's made history here. This is a familiar spot for CM Punk to be in. But AJ Styles, this is his first WrestleMania. His first time ever being on a stage this big. And Punk is well aware of that. No doubt Punk's counting on that fact.
Yes, but it's not for a lack of talent or preparedness on Styles' part. Punk's not going to underestimate Styles just because he hasn't been to the dance, because he knows that AJ Styles can pick up the choreography quicker than just about anyone.
This is huge.
But much like every person in this 100,000-plus crowd in hand, I have goosebumps like I've never felt before. This is going to be an all-time classic. And it may have taken years for AJ Styles to make it to WWE, but he is here now, competing on the biggest stage possible.
The biggest stage possible with the biggest bragging rights on the line. Who really is the best in the world?
From Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles.
Styles soaking it all in, the magnitude of this moment, of this match.
AJ Styles finally where he's always belonged, on the grandest stage at this showcase of the immortal. Gentlemen, prepare yourselves. We're about to witness a classic for the ages, courtesy of the phenomenal AJ Styles and the best in the world, CM Punk. These two have come so far, but they have always been destined to meet here.
And this one should be a classic for the ages. Truly a dream match in every sense. Batten down the hatches. These two are loaded. And folks, this match is not just about respect, but also bragging rights. AJ Styles, CM Punk, two men who have traveled up and down the same roads in this business, who both laid claim to being the best wrestler of their generation. Tonight, WrestleMania 32. Styles, Punk, leave it all in the ring to prove who really is the best. Both CM Punk and AJ Styles are known to attract followers, whether it's a club or a society. Each man frequently has backup at their beck and call.
Well, I will thank you for not bringing up the new Nexus, Michael Cole, but I will tell you this much. I firmly believe this match will be a one-on-one affair. When it's a match of this caliber on a stage as big as WrestleMania, you don't want to leave any doubt as to who the better man is, and that doubt sets in the moment that reinforcements come into play. AJ a step ahead.
Both athletes showing incredible reflexes here.
Styles and Punk have obviously competed against each other outside WWE. How's that past experience and familiarity going to come into play here tonight?
Outside of WWE, AJ Styles, watch out!
Crash and burn.
Looked to become a highlight reel, instead just became a cautionary tale.
Paying the price tremendously now. We are so lucky to be seeing CM Punk and AJ Styles facing off tonight. They have done battle in the past, crossing paths multiple times in the independent scene in the early 2000s.
Look, I'd pay top dollar to see any version of these two men facing off in the ring, but back then, AJ Styles wasn't quite phenomenal, and Punk had yet to become the best in the world.
Indeed, gentlemen, we are seeing the best versions of both men.
Watch out!
All the way to the outside.
What a crushing impact on the outside. Kids, do not try that.
Perched up top and completely missed the mark.
Crashing and burning. What a miss from up high.
Just a phenomenal blitz there.
CM Punk has long considered himself an outcast. Most folks would have pegged him as a long shot to succeed in WWE. And once he arrived, he was never expected to be the main event competitor he is today.
From the heavens!
All the way down to the floor.
And I think there was a moment of hesitation before the leap, and it made all the difference.
From the top. Crashing to the floor.
I don't care who you are. You're not the same after suffering a crash landing like that.
He wriggles out of the danger zone there.
Phenomenal. Bringing the fight closer and closer to our announce desk.
Let's just hope they don't bring it onto our announce desk.
Face first. Setting up. The Koji clutch locked in. Interesting. Trying to escape, and yes, he's able to get free from that submission hold.
Quick maneuvering, managing to avoid that bit of offense.
CM Punk and AJ Styles are both absolute geniuses when it comes perched up top.
Taking a flight to nowhere.
To take that risk and completely whiff like that significantly decreases your chances of victory tonight.
Hammerlock applied. Right into a lariat. High rent district for CM Punk. Here we go.
Good Lord, taking flight. Putting it all on the line and coming up big with a breath.
Perched up top. You gotta be kidding me.
You gotta be a certain kind of crazy to even think about attempting that kind of a...
Face first. Setting up.
It's locked in, the Koji.
Trying to get out of the submission. And does.
Ringing the arm. Looking now for a top wrist lock.
Trying to desperately fight their way out, and the hold is broken.
And now it's back to the ring for Punk.
CM Punk hoists his opponent. Go to sleep. Isn't enough for Punk.
I think that's it. That must be it. And Punk gets the big win over Styles.
Here is your winner,
You can't deny that both Punk and Styles gave their all in this match. Truly, we just witnessed a match for the ages.
And while AJ was just as phenomenal as he claims to be, CM Punk put his foot down and made perfectly clear to both AJ and the entire WWE Universe that he truly is the best in the world.
An honest dream match for any era, and you made it happen. That's the power of Showcase. I've said it repeatedly that it's impossible for me to predict a hypothetical scenario with precision, but I have to believe that if I was here in 2019, I would have done anything to get to the front of the line to beat Kurt Angle's final opponent at WrestleMania 35.
He has held every title imaginable. European champion, Intercontinental champion, 6-time world champion.
Not many people know this, but when I first joined the ECW brand in 2006, Kurt Angle was my goal. He'd found new life with the brand, leaning into the extreme side of things, mauling his opponents with a reinvigorated approach to the ground and pound offense. But those dreams would go unrealized with Kurt leaving WWE only about a month after my arrival. I could see it all in my head, though. Kurt comes out on Raw to announce that he'll be retiring at WrestleMania. With the crowd already shocked, Kurt goes to announce his opponent, only I wouldn't give him that chance. See, I really don't care who Kurt's chosen, because as I'd say to Kurt's face, I've chosen Kurt to be my opponent at WrestleMania 35. If Kurt wins, he gets to go out on top. But when I get the win, Kurt at least had the chance to go out on a shield against an opponent willing to push him to his limits. Kurt's retirement will happen one way or another, but it's up to you to decide who will be standing at the top of the winner's podium and who will have to settle for a silver medal when I collide with Kurt Angle at WrestleMania 35.
tonight, CM Punk. Has gladly accepted the opportunity to ruin Kurt's last night on the grandest stage of them all.
What better test for the best in the world than a man he idolizes? One of very few men to achieve the amateur wrestling Grand Slam, Kurt Angle.
You can tell Punk has been looking forward to this match. His chance to face Kurt Angle at WrestleMania.
Yeah, for years, CM Punk has dreamed of this moment. What a notch in Punk's belt a win here would be.
The only gold medalist in WWE history. The wrestling machine, Kurt Angle.
Competing in his final match after a 20-year Hall of Fame career, the only gold medalist in WWE history, Kurt Angle!
For the final time as an in-ring competitor, Kurt Angle makes his way to the ring. The WWE Universe showing their respect to this incredible athlete.
Kurt Angle performs at his highest level when the pressure is highest. Tonight, it couldn't get any higher.
Punk fully expects Kurt Angle to be a step quicker than he's been recently, a little more intense than the Kurt Angle of old.
It was CM Punk who threw a challenge at Kurt Angle. Said he wanted to give Kurt the chance to see if he could take down the best in the world in Angle's final match. What a better place to do it than at WrestleMania.
Yeah, how could Kurt resist?
From the top, double axe handle connects.
Staggering to his feet, he barely even knows where he is right now.
Up high, crossbody from the top. Fortune favor.
Triangle armbar, submission hold in.
Perfectly executed.
Valiant effort being made by Angle, and the hold is broken.
He's putting something together.
Oh, great wherewithal there.
I talked to Punk earlier today, and he said he fully expects Angle to be a step quicker than he's been recently. A little more intense, the Kurt Angle of old.
Fitting American sports analogy here for an American hero. You gents, correct me if I'm wrong, it's like a legendary baseball player taking his final swings at the plate. He may not have much left, but he still may hit a home run.
Very true, Wade. You said that correctly. I'm very proud of the American that you've become.
And for Kurt Angle, you can't remain as great as you once were, but you can be great one more time.
Any advice for CM Punk here? Taking on a gifted technician like Kurt Angle?
Look, Punk's no slouch when it comes to holds and technical abilities, but let's be clear, he's not on Angle's level. That means Punk really needs to avoid getting taken down to the mat. You don't want to be on your back trying to out-wrestle Kurt Angle.
And no matter how we got here, this is a match that people have been wanting to see. The Olympic gold medalist taking on the best in the world. A match that can propel both men's legacies even further.
Angle in a distressing spot.
Punk is managing to out-wrestle Kurt Free.
Triangle armbar. Triangle's in. Triangle's in. This is a bad spot. He's all tied up in that hold. Needs to escape and does. Gets free from that painful hold.
Forced into the corner and needs to stay on the defensive.
Despite what has transpired leading to tonight, there's a level of respect that CM Punk has for... Triangle armbar. Triangle's in. Triangle's in. You can tell that's locked in deep.
Ed.
Looking to get out, and yes, what a counter to break the hold and escape serious injury. Forearm smash. Oh, CM Punk stopped that in its tracks.
Ooh, nothing pretty. Punch to the mouth.
These two have learned each other.
Punk now with a quick duck under and a Uranagi converts it into the...
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it. What a display of strength here. He answers right back. Able to push off and avoid that attack.
Taking him to the corner now.
Turns around Angle's move.
Follows it up with a short arm clothesline. CM Punk looking to end things here. Oh, sleep. Will that sum this up for Punk? CM Punk now powers up his opponent and connects with a...
Bang, go to sleep.
Will Angle recover?
Oh, what a response. Punk wasting no motion on the counter. Oh, and a clothesline after the knee to the face. Triangle armbar. Triangle's in. Triangle's in. And he's forced to tap out. No other choice.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
This was one to remember. Certainly a victory CM Punk will never forget. Forcing Kurt Angle to tap out to end his career with a loss here at the showcase of the Immortals.
A fitting end to an incredible career. Kurt leaves here a warrior who can hold his head high with pride. Angle gave so much to this industry, and we thank him for all he's done.